The starving tiger leapt into the ocean, desperate for a meal. A man nearby couldn't help but laugh at the sight. But then, the tiger turned and started swimming straight toward him. His smile disappeared in an instant. Panicked, he scrambled into the lifeboat. The tiger tried to climb aboard, but the slippery surface gave it no grip. That's when the man spotted an axe on the boat. This was it, the perfect chance to get rid of the tiger. He yelled at it, trying to psych himself up. But looking into the tiger's eyes, he just couldn't do it. Hearing the tiger whimper, he hesitated. He stayed on the boat until nightfall. Finally, he made up his mind. He pushed the raft into the ocean, then tossed down a wooden plank as a makeshift ladder before the tiger could climb up. He jumped onto the raft first. That was the only way to stay safe. At sunrise, while the tiger was resting, he transferred all the supplies from the lifeboat onto the raft. As he counted his rations, a large fish swam into his trap. Without hesitation, he yanked the net up, then grabbed the axe and struck it hard. As the fish's colors faded, he broke down in tears. This was the first time he had ever taken a life. After a quiet moment of prayer for forgiveness, he threw the fish into the lifeboat, feeding it to the tiger inside. That night, glowing jellyfish filled the ocean. He was mesmerized by the breathtaking sight. Then suddenly, a massive whale burst out of the water. A huge wave flipped the boat, all his food and water gone, alone in the middle of the ocean, with no supplies. Death was all that awaited him. The starving tiger turned toward him, eyes fierce and hungry. Just then, a flying fish smacked him right in the face. Without thinking, he tossed it to the tiger, but in the next second, a whole school of flying fish rained down on them. It was pure chaos, but it was also a miracle. Both man and tiger scrambled to collect as many fish as they could. The tiger caught a big one. He knew this was his chance to establish dominance. Grabbing a wooden stick, he locked eyes with the tiger. The tiger hesitated for the first time, but when the man took the fish away, it let out a low growl of frustration. Still, when it saw the fierce look in his eyes, it backed down and settled for the smaller fish around it. That night, after preparing the fish, he finally took his first bite of meat in 20 years. A lifelong vegetarian, now forced to break his diet to survive.